You're so lucky, Emma, Jess said, stirring her latte. Daniel's literally perfect. I smiled and nodded. I know, but I didn't feel lucky anymore. 3 years together, and Daniel still brought me coffee every Sunday morning. He remembered our anniversary without reminders. He listened to every complaint about work, even when he was exhausted from his own projects. He loves you so much, Jess continued. You can see it in the way he looks at you. Yeah, I said quietly. That was the problem, wasn't it? Daniel looked at me like I was the only woman alive. My coworkers envied what we had. Everyone thought we were perfect together. But somewhere along the way, I stopped feeling special. What's wrong? Jess asked, reading my face. Nothing, just tired from work. That night, Daniel wrapped his arms around me on the couch. I love you, he whispered. I love you too. I meant it. That was the worst part. I loved him, but his steady, predictable love felt boring. I started noticing other men, the way they looked at me in meetings, the thrill when someone flirted at the coffee shop, the rush of feeling desired again. Daniel kissed my forehead. You okay? You seem distant. I'm fine, I lied. Just work stress. He believed me because he trusted me completely. That trust made everything that came next possible. Hey Emma, want to grab drinks after work? Tyler Reed leaned against my cubicle, that confident smile playing on his lips. I should have said no. Sure, why not? Daniel was working late anyway. One drink wouldn't hurt. Tyler ordered us whiskey sours. Your boyfriend doesn't mind you going out? He trusts me, I said, taking a long sip. Lucky guy. 1 drink became 3. Tyler's hand landed on my knee, and electricity shot through me, something I hadn't felt with Daniel in months. We should probably go, I said, but I didn't move his hand. Should we? Tyler's eyes met mine. It happened in his car in the parking garage. Fast, breathless, wrong. Afterward, I sat there trembling. Tyler started. A mistake, I finished. This can't happen again. But it did. Thursday afternoons became our thing. Hotel rooms during lunch breaks. I became an expert liar. Late meeting tonight. I'd text Daniel. Client dinner, I'd say the next week. Girls' night with Jess. Daniel never questioned anything. Have fun, baby, love you. Each lie got easier. Tyler and I developed a routine, room 304 at the Hampton Inn, always between noon and 2. Your boyfriend still doesn't know? Tyler asked one afternoon. No, I said, getting dressed, and he never will. Don't you feel guilty? I paused. Sometimes. But this is just physical, right? It doesn't mean anything. Right, Tyler agreed, but something in his voice sounded uncertain. I told myself it was just once, then twice, then just for a little while longer. The thrill of secrecy made me feel alive, in ways Daniel's predictable love never could. Great form today, Emma, Marcus said, spotting me during bench presses. His hands lingered on my waist longer than necessary. Marcus Chen was my personal trainer, a birthday gift from Daniel. So you can be healthy and happy, Daniel had said, kissing me. Now I was using his gift to cheat on him again. Thanks, I said, catching my breath. Same time Monday? Actually, Marcus moved closer. Want to do some extra stretching after hours? I can give you my personal number. I should have said no. Instead, I smiled. Sure. The gym's private yoga studio became our spot. Marcus didn't know about Daniel or Tyler. I kept them in separate compartments, Tyler on Thursdays, Marcus on Monday and Wednesday evenings. You're incredible, Marcus whispered against my neck. We should be careful, I said, but I didn't mean it. The chaos made me feel powerful. I was juggling 2 affairs and a relationship, and nobody knew. Until Jess started noticing. You seem weird lately, she said over coffee. Distracted. You're always on your phone. My stomach tightened. Just work stuff. Is everything okay with Daniel? Everything's perfect, I lied, changing the subject quickly. How are things with Rachel? Jess studied me for a long moment before answering. I could see the doubt in her eyes, but she let it go. That night, Daniel kissed me at the door. I missed you today. Missed you too, I said, and part of me meant it. How was I doing this? How was I lying to everyone and sleeping fine at night? Marcus texted, Monday at 8? Tyler texted, Thursday lunch? Daniel called from the other room. Want to watch our show? I responded to all 3, managing my secret life like appointments in a calendar. The guilt was there, buried under layers of justification and thrill, but I pushed it down. The club was packed. Rachel, my coworker, had dragged me out for someone's birthday. I was supposed to be celebrating, but I was really just looking for another distraction. That's when I saw Cole Harrison behind the bar tattoos covering his arms, dangerous smile, everything Daniel wasn't. "What can I get you?" he asked. "Something strong." He leaned closer. "Rough day?" "Rough life," I said. And it was the first honest thing I'd said in weeks. We ended up in the alley behind the club. Fast, reckless, stupid. Cole didn't ask for my number, I gave it anyway. Thursday afternoons, Tyler. Monday and Wednesday evenings, Marcus. Random late nights, Cole, whenever Daniel thought I was working overtime. 3 affair partners and a devoted boyfriend. I managed them all like a project manager. Until Rachel saw me. "Was that you at the gym last week?" she asked casually at lunch. "With that trainer guy?" My blood ran cold. "What gym?" "The one on 5th. "I could have sworn I saw you." "But you told Daniel you were working late that night, right?" "Must have been someone else." I laughed, but it sounded fake even to me. Rachel's suspicious look lingered. That night, I started keeping notes in my phone which lie I'd told to whom, which nights I was supposedly where. The web was getting complicated. "You okay?" Daniel asked, noticing my distraction. "Fine, just tired." He pulled me close. "Want to go away this weekend? Just us?" Guilt crashed over me like a wave. "That sounds perfect." Cole texted, "Tomorrow night?" I replied, "Can't. Maybe next week." The thrill that had driven me to cheat was morphing into constant anxiety. But I couldn't stop. I was addicted not to the men, but to feeling wanted, to the validation, to the secret life that made me feel special. Saturday morning, someone knocked on my door. Daniel was visiting his parents. I opened it, expecting a package. Jess stood there, her face stone cold. "We need to talk, Emma." My stomach dropped. "About what?" "Don't." She pushed past me into the apartment. "I saw you last night with that bartender guy. You told us you were homesick." "Jess? I can explain. Rachel saw you with your trainer weeks ago. She told me because she was worried." Jess's voice shook with anger. "How could you do this to Daniel?" I tried to deny it. "You're misunderstanding." "Stop lying." She slammed her hand on the counter. "I've been watching you, Emma. The secretive phone calls, the lies about where you've been. How many are there?" My defenses crumbled. I started crying. "3. 3? You've been sleeping with 3 different guys while Daniel loves you?" "I don't know why I did it," I sobbed. I felt invisible. You needed attention more than you needed integrity." Jess cut me off. "Do you have any idea what this will do to him?" "Please don't tell him," I begged. "Please, Jess. I'll end it all. I'll be better. He'll be destroyed." "You should have thought about that before you betrayed him." Jess looked at me like I was a stranger. "You have until Monday to tell him yourself, or I will." "Jess, please." "Monday, Emma." She walked toward the door, then turned back. "I thought I knew you. I thought you were a good person. I was wrong." After she left, I collapsed on the bathroom floor. The shame was suffocating. I'd destroyed everything. My relationship, my friendship, my self-respect. But even then, crying on the cold tile, part of me hoped I could find a way to keep my secret, to fix this without losing Daniel. I was still lying to myself. Monday morning, Daniel sat across from me at breakfast, scrolling through his phone and smiling. "I love you," he said before standing up. "I love you too," I whispered. The words I needed to say stayed trapped in my throat. How do you tell someone who loves you that you've been destroying them for months? After he left for work, I texted Jess, "Please, I just need more time." She didn't respond. At 6 p.m., Daniel came home early. His face was pale, eyes red. I knew immediately. "Is it true?" His voice barely rose above a whisper. I wanted to lie one more time. "Yes." He stood there frozen. "Jess told me you've been cheating. Please tell me she's wrong." "I can't." "How many?" "Daniel." "How many, Emma?" His voice cracked. 3. He actually laughed this horrible, painful sound that made my chest tighten. 3? You've been with 3 other guys while telling me you loved me every single day? I did love you. I do love you. Don't. He held up his hand. Who? Tyler from work. Marcus, my trainer. And Cole, a bartender. Your trainer? The membership I bought you for your birthday? His voice broke. How long? 4 months. He sank into a chair. Did you love any of them? No. Then why? His eyes met mine, desperate for an answer that made sense. I don't know. I was bored. I felt invisible. I wanted to feel special again. You were special to me, Daniel shouted, finally breaking. You were everything to me. I gave you everything I had, and it wasn't enough? It was enough, I cried. You were perfect. This isn't about you. Don't you dare say it's not about me when you destroyed me. Tears streamed down his face. 3 years, Emma. 3 years I trusted you completely. He went to our bedroom and started packing. Where are you going? Anywhere but here. Daniel, please, can we talk about... There's nothing to talk about. He zipped his bag. You made your choices. Now I'm making mine. He walked out the door. The apartment we'd shared for 2 years suddenly felt enormous and empty. I collapsed on the couch, finally understanding what I'd lost. Word spread like wildfire, Jess told Rachel. Rachel told other coworkers. By Wednesday, everyone at the office knew. Tyler stopped responding to my messages. Marcus blocked me on everything. Cole never replied when I tried to explain. The men who'd made me feel desired wanted nothing to do with me now. Emma, my office, Mr. Peterson said coldly Friday morning. I sat across from my boss, hands trembling. Your personal drama is affecting team morale, he said. Tyler filed a complaint, claiming you harassed him. That's not true. He was equally... I don't care about the details. This ends now or you're done here. At lunch, people whispered when I walked by. Former friends avoided eye contact. My phone was silent except for angry messages from Daniel's friends and family. His sister Sarah sent a 3-page text. You broke my brother's heart. He gave you everything, and you threw it away for cheap thrills. You don't deserve forgiveness. You don't deserve him. I hope you're happy with your choices. She was right. I tried apologizing to Daniel texts, voicemails, messages through mutual friends. He blocked me everywhere. The only response came from his lawyer about retrieving his belongings. Meanwhile, social media showed Daniel staying with friends, being supported by everyone who loved him. He looked broken, but surrounded by people who cared. I was completely alone. I finally called my mother. Mom, I need to tell you something. After I explained everything, silence stretched between us. How did I raise someone who could hurt a good person like that? She finally asked. I don't know, I whispered. I don't know what's wrong with me. Neither do I, Emma, neither do I. 2 months later, I was a ghost. I'd lost 15 pounds, stopped wearing makeup, went through the motions at work, while everyone avoided me. Mr. Peterson was documenting every small mistake, clearly building a case to fire me. At night, I scrolled through old photos of Daniel and me, torturing myself with memories of what I'd destroyed. Finally, I made an appointment with a therapist. Why did you cheat? Dr. Williams asked during our 3rd session. I don't know. I felt bored, invisible. And the affairs made you feel special. Yes. But you destroyed the one person who actually loved you. I nodded, crying. You sought external validation because you didn't value yourself, she said gently. But you also didn't value Daniel's humanity. You treated him as if his feelings didn't matter. I know. The affairs weren't about attraction, Emma. They were about ego and selfishness. Until you understand that, you'll never heal. She was right. I'd been so focused on how I felt bored, overlooked, needing excitement that I'd completely disregarded the person who actually loved me. One afternoon, I saw Daniel at a coffee shop. He was with a woman I didn't recognize, laughing at something she said. Actually laughing, not the fake smile he'd worn those last months with me. Then he saw me. His smile faded instantly. He turned away without acknowledgement, and they left through the side door. That hurt more than anything else, being treated like I didn't exist, like I was nobody to him now. Because that's exactly what I was. Nobody. 6 months later, I'd been quietly let go from the marketing firm. I found a job at a smaller company where nobody knew my story. I moved to a different apartment because everywhere in the old one reminded me of Daniel. Jess and I hadn't spoken since that morning she confronted me. I missed her almost as much as I missed Daniel. I'd written her a long letter, apologizing. Not asking for forgiveness, but acknowledging how I disappointed her. She never responded. I didn't expect her to. Through social media, I learned Daniel got promoted. The woman from the coffee shop was his girlfriend now. Her name was Claire. She looked kind, genuine, like someone who wouldn't betray him. I was genuinely happy for him. Maybe that was growth. Tyler got married. Marcus posted inspirational quotes about integrity. Cole was still bartending. All 3 had moved on like I'd never existed. In therapy, Dr. Williams said, "Some mistakes can't be fixed. You can only learn from them and try to be better." How do I live with this? I asked. One day at a time, with honesty. With genuine change. What if I never forgive myself? Then you use that pain to become someone who would never hurt another person this way. I nodded, understanding finally that this weight would never fully lift. I'd destroyed a good man's trust and a genuine friendship because I was too broken to appreciate what I had. That's something I'll carry forever. I wrote Daniel a letter today. I won't send it because he deserves peace, but I needed to write it. Dear Daniel, I know I don't deserve your forgiveness. I just need you to know that destroying our relationship was the biggest mistake of my life. You gave me unconditional love, and I repaid you with the worst betrayal. I told myself I was bored, that I needed excitement. The truth is, I was broken and selfish. I didn't value you because I didn't value myself. External validation couldn't fill what was empty inside me. It only made it worse. You were the best thing that ever happened to me, and I threw you away for meaningless affairs with men I didn't even care about. Love isn't about constant excitement. It's about choosing someone every day. You chose me every day for 3 years. I chose everyone but you. I'm sorry for the pain I caused, the trust I shattered, for making you doubt yourself when the problem was always me. I hope you've found happiness with someone who deserves you. I hope you've healed. I hope someday our good memories aren't overshadowed by how it ended. I'm learning to live with consequences, learning that some mistakes can never be undone, learning to be better, even though it's too late for us. I'll carry what I did to you for the rest of my life. Maybe that's what I deserve. You deserve every good thing. Daniel. I'm sorry I wasn't one of them. I folded the letter and put it in my drawer, with the others I've written, and never sent. This is my reality now, living with irreversible choices, carrying guilt that never fades, hoping that honesty about my failures will keep me from hurting anyone else. Some stories don't have happy endings. Some mistakes don't get fixed. Sometimes all you can do is face what you've done, accept the consequences, and try to be better tomorrow than you were yesterday. This is my story. This is what I did. This is what I lost. And this is how I'm learning to live with myself after destroying the best thing I ever had. The end.